Hey, how you doing? I hope you're having a really great day. Today I wanted to talk about something a little different from skin picking. Today I wanted to talk about how we can be more compassionate with ourselves. Understandably so, those with dermatillomania, aka compulsive skin picking disorder, have a really difficult time being compassionate to ourselves. Now, that's because we've spent a hell of a lot of time carrying a lot of guilt and pressure, a lot of anxiety related to external factors in our lives, but also related to our appearance due to the skin picking. And because of that, it can be really difficult for us to form a healthier, happier relationship with ourselves, as the skin picking is self-inflicted. And the more that we struggle with our compulsive skin picking, the less we feel happy with ourselves, content, patient with ourselves, and compassionate. So I was thinking in this video we could talk about a different viewpoint of being more compassionate with ourselves. So a lot of us struggle with our current self. We constantly compare ourselves to people that we see in person or on social media. It's really easy for us to feel inadequate. Now, I don't know about you, but I've struggled with comparison for a hell of a long time, and contentment is something that I have to practice every day. I have to manage how my mind wanders, or else it's really easy for me to start feeling really low about myself, constantly looking at other people. So I know that I put a hell of a lot of pressure on my current self, constantly thinking that, I've got to change, I've got to look this way, I've got to do this in my life, I've got to be that person that I want to be. The relationship I have with my current self is quite chaotic. But in this video, I wanted to talk about some ways that we can build on that by just switching your viewpoint from focusing on your current self to your future self. Now, just quickly, I want to say thank you so much for checking this video out. And if you enjoy it, please click on the little like button, give me a like. That would be so sweet. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That would help me out massively. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get started. So as I said before, it's really difficult for us to form a better relationship, a more compassionate relationship with our current self, because we put a lot of pressure on our current self, right? But what if we start to be more compassionate to our future self? Now, the way that we see our future self, the part of us that we want to be. So for me, it's the future Kim. And I always, look in my mind's eye, what kind of future do I want to have? What does my future Kim look like? I instantly think slimmer. I like to hope slimmer. That is instantly a pressure that I put on myself. Or, clearer skin, happier, more content with how she feels. She's willing to wear clothes that she actually wants to wear. She doesn't just cover up all the time. Constantly thinking that later years will be the times that she starts to feel confident within herself. So the future me is someone that I want to develop a closer relationship with. And these are some tips that I have started putting into practice, and they may help you too if you decide to do this, which I really recommend that you do. First things first, a lot of the time what we eat determines our mood. If we've eaten something that's really not great for us, we didn't feel great after eating it, our mood for the rest of the day is largely determined based on that meal. For example, current me was in the mood for pizza, and I was listening to current me. I was wanting to build the relationship with current me, so I was giving in to that temptation and I bought a pizza, even though I knew that future me would feel really bloated and not that great afterwards. The first bite is amazing, but then after that, the more bites you have, the more slices, even though pizza is amazing. Okay, I love pizza, but future Kim, the future me, doesn't love how I feel after I have a pizza. So when I go instantly towards that temptation, like, oh, shall I order a pizza? I have to ask myself, am I wanting to build a better relationship with current me, who wants the pizza because pizza tastes good, or future me, the one who's going to feel pretty lethargic and quite gross and a little bit disappointed that I had the pizza? So instead, what I can do is I can cook myself a nutritious meal. Now, I know current me is going to be like, no, I want the pizza. But future me will really appreciate that. Future me will really be happy with the fact that I saved money, that I cooked with the stuff that was already in my fridge, so I wasn't wasting nutritious vegetables or whatever I had in stock. And I made something by hand that was probably just as tasty And I don't know about you, but it's quite therapeutic cooking, right? What you could do is you could cook with the intention that you're going to then freeze it for later. So say, for example, it's like a pasta dish. You could freeze it or you could put it in the fridge, something like that, where future you can have it a little later. You may even find that if you cook a larger portion, because you were hungry anyway, you've cooked this delicious food, it smells amazing, it's all colourful from all the vegetables or whatever it is that you've put into it. You put a lot of heart and soul into your homemade meal with the intention to just give it as a gift to future me, that the current me or the current you will be quite happy to eat it too. So make a large amount, because you may find that current you will probably have that instead of the pizza. Another one you can do is make some breakfast in advance, so that future you, when you wake up in the morning, will have it all ready to go, so you can prepare your day ahead. You can have your supplements ready. If you know the supplements that future you will really enjoy, have the, I don't know, coffee ready to go, so that all you have to do is press a button and get the show on the road. Future you will benefit from that and be really grateful that you took the time. Another great one is keeping your schedule in the future pretty free, so that future you can have some downtime. That's so important. I don't know about you, but current me can get so wrapped up with making plans, and I do not consider future me until, well, the future, and then I'm really not in the mood to do some of the things, or I feel quite stressed out, or I feel quite tired or down, or just wanting to have some time to myself. So what I suggest is look at your calendar. If it's really busy, make sure that you can break things up if you can, so that future you can benefit from a little bit of alone time, so that she or he, or any gender or no gender, can recharge and have some alone time, which is so needed. One easy little thing you can do is, if you're on YouTube having a little watch at some things but you haven't got a lot of time, but you feel like future you could really benefit from watching a couple of videos that you've come across, save them, and then future you, when they're having a little chill time, can go on the save video bit and watch some videos that you've saved. That would be really nice. It'll be a lovely little thing for future you to check out, some videos that you wanted to watch but didn't get round to, and now they can kick it, watch some videos and just enjoy. They could learn something new. Some videos that I really love right now, I'm loving saving money videos. I'm all about it, like Chris Hogan, Dave Ramsey, Rachel Cruz. I'm binging those. I am surprised that I don't have a Tennessee accent, but you know, maybe by the end of this month. Now this is one I absolutely love. I did it for myself back in the day when I was having a tricky time in my life and I was feeling just really crappy. I was in a job I hated. I was living in a really not great place. It was so busy. It was in like the heart of London, so it was constantly noisy. Everything was super expensive, and I was just not in a great place in my life. So I came across this website called Future Me, one word, and what you can do is you can send yourself, your future self, so future you, an email. If there's something that you want to do, if there's something that you really want future you to know, then type it all out. Tell future you how proud you are of them and how you wish them nothing but success and contentment in their life, and just be so appreciative. Show them gratitude. Remind them how far they've come already, so that you can then tailor the time. So for me, I put it a year from the date I wrote it. So a year later, I completely forgot about the date I wrote it, didn't expect it, and then it popped up in my inbox and it really made my day. I was crying my eyes out, and it was so sweet, because a lot can happen in a year. I knew that when I was writing down those goals and those things that I really wanted future me to open, was setting myself up for doing exactly what I wanted and becoming the future me that I wanted at that time, and I did. So I definitely recommend checking Future Me out and write future you an email. Put it for, I don't know, however long you want it to be. 2 weeks from now, 3 months from now, a year from now, 3 years from now, whatever it is, you can tailor it to suit you. It is so special. A tip that I'm finding is quite helpful for me right now, because obviously I'm spending a hell of a lot more time in my house, and because the both of us are in here and we're doing a lot of things, it means that the place is becoming a tip. Every time I'm clearing it up, it's a tip again, and I'm just like, oh my god. And when I'm having a really busy day, I just want to like hermit. I want to get into my room and just hide, and I know that knowing that the place is a mess and there's clutter and I've got to do this and I've got to do this and tomorrow I can't relax because I've got to get this done and this done and this done, it makes me skin pick and it makes me feel really bad. So by just getting on with it, even if I've had a busy day, just getting on with what I can, if I can do, you know, some more chores before I completely crash out, because I'm just going to go into bed anyway, I may as well press on for a little longer and do the housework that I know that future me doesn't really want to do. She wants to wake up to a clean house. She wants to feel raring to go, and I know that it means a lot to her. So I'm going to push forward and get those household things done, and so that I can go to sleep and future me can wake up feeling a hell of a lot better, ready to start the day. Lastly, this is a big one. Now, a lot of us try to appease our current me, and so when we see things, especially online, we're just scrolling around and then we see something and we get instantly enticed and we want to impulse purchase. I am such a sucker, or I was such a sucker, but what I've been doing now is I have been holding off on impulse purchases so that future me has a better situation. She wakes up with more money in her bank. She has some savings. She's looking after herself, and I want to help her get there. So every time I'm about to impulse purchase, I click out of it. And honestly, if it was something that I really loved, then I would be thinking about it constantly going forward. A week from that moment or a month from that moment, I would still want that thing. And at least I'd know that it was meaningful enough for me to still be wanting it, so that future me may decide, okay, right, we will purchase it. But instead of having that impulsive motion of click, I'm gonna get it, because things are so easy to purchase these days. And I don't know about you, but I've purchased so many stupid things. Earlier this week, I sold my £300 Dyson hairdryer because I was like, wait a second, I'm not using it. I let my hair naturally dry and it's becoming a lot healthier because of it. So what is the use for this nearly new £300 Dyson hairdryer to just sit in my cupboard gathering dust? So I sold it, and that meant that future me has a little bit more money stashed away in a savings account. So I'm sure she is appreciative of that. So I hope this video is helpful. I hope there's some tips that you can take away. But the main thing to acknowledge is don't put all of your hard work and care and attention and love into current you if current you gives you nothing but pressure and a hard time. Instead, focus on looking after future you. What can you do now that is going to make them really appreciate that you did it? That's really going to brighten their day up. That's really going to make them feel so much better. You know, even if it's something little, like you saw that your favorite bath foam has run out, you know, you could go grab some so that future you can have a lovely bath in a couple of days time when she really, really needs it. Little things like that. Look after yourself, especially future you, because you will not regret it and you deserve it. We all do. We all deserve to feel better, and the more we look after future us, the more we will actually become the versions of ourselves that we want to be. That's how we make it a reality. That is how we help ourselves and we become more compassionate and more content in the people that we are. I hope this video was helpful. If you enjoyed it, please click like, and as always, if you have any comments, then please drop them down in the comment section below. Thank you so much. We'll see each other again in 3 days.